Hey, 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 it's your girl, Bobby J. Hey, hey, did you see that? Okay, everybody, did you see the haves and the have-nots? Season 8, Episode 4, The Appointment? Yeah, that's what we're talking about, The Appointment. And I don't know why we're talking about an appointment, because I ain't seen nobody going to no doctor. I don't know why Tyler Perry naming these things like this. I have no clue whatsoever. Let me do my shout outs to the comment section. We got Isaiah Hill, Vicky Young, Bobby Ray, Ty Harrell. Who else? I think that's it. Shout out to my peeps in the comment section. Okay, so it starts off with Hannah and Jim and David. And we know how it ended before. With their feelings, with their face on the floor, you know, because now Jim got to ask Hannah for money because, hey, she's got the power of attorney. That's right. She got a power of attorney. Jim is pissed like it ain't nobody's business. The officer, the police officer is like, well, this seems like it's a civil matter, so I be out. See y'all. And he's like, where you going? Where you going? This girl, she assaulted this guy. She said, she said he put his hands on her first. She said, sir, do you want to press the charges? He's like, no, I don't want to press charges. Talking about David. David don't want to press no charges. So she said, Hannah, Miss, do you want to press charges? She said, I'll let him go this time. But she said, anybody else got anything else to say to me? I was like, hey, you better go ahead, Hannah. But see, Jim was like, you ain't going nowhere talking to the black police officer. I'm sorry, the female black police officer. He don't know how to talk to people. And he better check himself because he was nasty. And even when it was like they were leaving and David's like, well, let me go with you. He said, no, would you just go and check with the Malones? Like he talked at David, and David didn't say anything. He's like, like a little dummy. I'm like, David, stand up for yourself. Don't act like he not being racist talking to you. And he said, I'm going to talk to Catherine. Meanwhile, he drinking. He just got out the hospital. And David's like, let me drive you. No, I got it. Just do what I'm asking you, telling you to do. Now, I don't even think he's going to ask anybody. He said, just do it. Just go see them alone. So anyway, that's what David went to do. So Jim shows up at the prison. And they come and get Catherine. And Catherine's like, what now? I guess I got a visitor. And she's like, yeah. And so she gets in the room and she sees Jim and she's like, you know, and Jim is like, are you for real? What the hell is wrong with you? You done lost your damn mind leaving your money to the maid. And she says, stop calling her that. She is my friend. He's like, oh, please, she's the damn maid. What is wrong? She said, why are you so damn upset about it? Oh, my bad. Did you think I was going to leave my money to you? Are you for real, dude? You think I was going to give you the purse strings? Man, please. She know how he messed up the money, so he could take her money. She's like, oh, hell to the N to the O. Anyway, so she was like, oh, why are you so upset? And he didn't want to say. She was like, look, I had to protect my assets. And he's like, if you don't give me that power of attorney, I'm going to take it from her. And he called, I guess, those guys. What is it? Freaking frack, I call them. He called them to come and meet him and stuff because he just going to try to figure this out some kind of way. But he was really thrown back when he said, I called Marty and Marty's going to come and drop the paper. She's like, I fired Marty. He's like, what? Yeah, because I'm still in here. Marty is gone. Check it. So he's like, really like, okay, this is messed up. So freaking Frack is on his porch when he gets home. And I know it's Don and John, but they more like freaking Frack to me. And they were like, oh, you want to see us? Is this about the power attorney? He's like, duh, what you think it's about? And I'm like, damn, is he nice to anybody? This what you need help. You need to know how to humble your damn self when you need help from people. So he's telling them, you know, what we got to do. How do we get out of this? He said they were like, we were blindsided as well. We didn't know. And he was like, well, what can be done? And they like, nothing. Everything is in your wife's name. I mean, she pays on the bill. Jim looks at the dude like, really? Did you really have to go there and say that? It is true. You living off hump damn money. Let's be honest about it. You know? And so he said, did you have to say that? And he was like, you mean you're going to tell me there's nothing we could do? I can't get like a $500,000 loan for something? And he was like, nope. Not unless you get the okay from Hannah to sign for it. He said, I can't sign it. He said, nope, your last business deal was a bust. So nobody was going to give you any money. That's why Catherine ain't giving him the purse strings. Because he don't know how to manage money. Jim's an idiot. I'm sorry, I don't know how he is a judge, but he's just an idiot. Anyway, so Colby walks into Madison's apartment. And he gets in bed with him. And Madison is telling him to get out of the bed because he's like, Jeffrey's on his way home, back home. I don't want no problems. He went to see a friend. And Colby's like, what? Why'd he go see a friend? He said, when I told you I went to see a friend, you didn't trust me. He said, because you're a lying biatch. That's why. You lie all the time and I can't trust you. So I was like, okay. He was very plain with that, even in his sleep. So anyway, so Colby's saying he's in pain. He said, what's the matter? Why are you in pain? He said, one of my Johns got rough with me. So Jeffrey is, then Jeffrey comes home. No, first of all, Madison didn't like that. He said he wished he would stop doing that, being an escort and all that crap. But you know Colby want to do what Colby want to do and don't want to listen to nobody. But he said they didn't know I was a damn Marine, so I kicked his butt. Okay. So then Jeffrey comes in and Colby gets out of the bed and, you know, and Jeffrey is like in the bed and he's telling him how, what's his name, was an idiot ass. Oh, God. I can't even remember what Catherine and Jim's son's name is. That idiot, the druggie. Anyway, I'm having a little mental breakdown right now, y'all. But anyway, Wyatt. So he tells him about what happened with Wyatt and stuff. And then he tells him how he's concerned about his mom and how much every time he gets close to somebody, she does something to them. And so he basically is talking about Madison, how he, you know, he doesn't want his mom to do anything to Madison. Then it cuts over to who? Oliver. Oliver calls Gretchen. We ain't seen Gretchen this season. Okay, I don't know what main part she playing here. I don't know why. Somebody tell me if you know in the comment section. But I don't know why he's calling her back. But we shall see. So, because she's coming next, next episode, she'll be back all the way. So, Gretchen comes over. Oliver calls Gretchen. Gretchen's in a bar somewhere drinking. She's like, I'm having a drink, you know. And he's like, come on over. Come on. And Charles is alone and stuff. And she's like, no, I don't want to come over there. She's like, come on. You got to come. And she said, what do you think I am? I'm not your whore. You know, and he's like, well, look, do I need to tell you what's going on here? Do I need to have my dad call yours? She's like, oh, you going to go that far? You going to be that damn petty and stuff? And he's like, look, I want us to be in power. You know, just come over. And she said, but he's not into me. You know, he said, but didn't you just sleep with him the other night? She said, yeah, and all he did was talk about Candace Young the whole time. He said, damn, what does Candace Young have that you don't have? She said, I don't know, but I ain't got it. I said, well, at least she knows that, you know. So then, they show David entering the Malone's bar looking for Vinny. And you know Sandy and his racist self, he going to stand up and try to block him and stop him, say he not seeing anyone. And then Vinny's like, let him come over. You know, let him come in there, you know. And he comes in and, you know, Vinny, they go in the back room. And he's talking to him. And he said, what can I do for you? And you know how David talk. And he all like beating around the bush. And he's all slow. And, you know, and Vinny's like, come on. He said, you know, don't come in here playing around, pulling my chain, Judge. What's going on? You know, because, you know, David introducing himself. He said, I know who you are. What do you want? Why are you wasting my damn time? And she said, I understand, you know, that you take Candace young, that they can't be touched, or you did a favor for her or something. He said, yeah, she helped me out and we looked out for her. Yeah, so what? What about it? What is it to you, you know? And he said, well, your nephew said, what nephew? I got a lot of nephews. Mitch. He said, Candace and Benny can't be touched. And he said, really? No, he said, I heard Candace and Benny can't be touched. He said, who told you that? Well, your nephew, Mitch. He said, really? He said, so, you know, David all hesitant. Is it true? He said, okay, are you questioning the word of my family? Like, if Mitch told you, then that's what it is. And so, he said, look, you know what? You need to go. And he just pointed to the door so David could go. And David, like he wanted to go. He said, I just wanted to let Jim know. He's like, it's time to go. He wanted to let Jim know. He looking at him like, Jim's son cut me and left me to die. I don't care about Jim and what you got to tell him. That's his problem, not ours. So once David left, you knew what was going to happen. Vinny got on that phone and said, get Mitch here right away. And I said, oh, this shit about to hit the fan. It's about to hit the fan up in here. I knew at some point something was going to happen with Mitch. And then they show, who was it? Catherine in jail, and some young girl comes in there crying and everything. And she's like, I just want to see my kids. And she getting arrested and put in jail. And the other inmates are looking, one of them tell her to shut up. And Catherine goes over there, you know, being nosy and says, what's going on? What's happening? And she said, my daughters and da-da-da-da. And she breaks it down to Catherine, the whole story, what went down. Her husband's a developer, and he paid off some judge to take her kids away. And I don't know. It was just a long, I don't know if they needed that whole scene so much. But Catherine happened to know. She asked, who's that developer? And Catherine happened to know that developer, somebody named Patrick somebody. And she said, this is so unfair, you know, because Catherine said, well, are you an unfit mother? No, I'm not an unfit mother. They paid off a judge. She said, why is it rich people could get away with doing this? It's not fair. Rich people could get away with doing it. And that's what I'm saying. Because that's what's happening in the world today now. It's sickening. Anyway, it's so unfair. So he took her kids away and had her put in jail. So Catherine feels like she could help her out. You know, she's getting sentimental because she told the girl she reminds her of her daughter. And she said, oh, I hope your daughter's better at taking care of her kids. She said, no, my daughter's dead. She said, oh, I'm so sorry, you know. Anyway, I didn't think she looked like her daughter. But, you know, Catherine, she was young. The girl was young. So Catherine knew that developer said he actually built her hotel. But the girl was like, oh, like she didn't want to have. She said, no, honey, baby, sweetie, we are not friends. Me and that developer not friends, so you don't have to worry about that. So she said, let me see what I can do. She said, you could trust me. I'm going to try to help you, okay? And so she said, you can help me how? And she said, just get me a phone. I need to get to a phone. Let me see. She said, I may be in here wearing orange, but I still have a few people who owe me favors out there, you know, and I'll see what I can do in town. I said, okay, that's nice, Catherine. If Catherine's actually going to do something new. I don't know if Catherine got something going on in her brain, like she going to get something out of this, because I don't know why she just went over to that girl. Is she going to get something out of this is my question. Y'all let me know in the comment section. So anyway, then there was Justin and Tanner. And they're talking, and he's saying, you know, I need help. I need help. Blah, blah, blah. It's not my fault. He did this to me. He did this. He's still trying to blame Jeffrey. Jeffrey did it to me. And then here we go. Knock, knock, knock on the door. Who is it? The man just walks in it. Tanner opens it. He just walks in. Everybody's like, who's this? Who's this? He's like, I don't know who this is. Who is it? I don't know. And he was like, I'm here on behalf of my client. He's like, who are you? Well, who are you? He said, I'm here for Veronica Harrington. He said, I don't care what your name is. Tanner's like, I don't care what your name is. He's like, it's like my client is Veronica. Do I look like a damn Veronica to you, fool? Tanner is so silly. So Tanner is, what happened? Oh, so Justin said, she's a crazy bitch. Don't listen to her. Don't go there, Tanner. Don't listen. And Tanner's like, what's your problem? And he's like, what is your problem? Because you worried about me, that she might tell me something that you lying about. He said, if I find out, I'm going to beat your ass again. I said, oh, Lord. So the guy, the security guy, the private eye or whatever he is, I think she called him serial killer or something. Veronica calls him. But anyway, he's telling him it's important, that it's in your best interest to meet with her. And she just wants to see you and talk. And so he's like, okay. He said, give me your number. And, you know, and that's what he did. He says, you know, she has a business proposition. So, and we saw scenes from next week. It looked like she's showing Tanner pictures of Colby and want Tanner to whip Colby's butt. But she don't know that Colby already whooped his behind. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how that's going to go down. So that was funny. So then they show Charles. Charles, and he opens the door to talk to Oliver. Oliver's like, oh, Gretchen wants to, and he was like, no. He said, you don't even know what I'm saying. He said, I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her. I just want to I'm getting a massage. And I don't want to be bothered. And he's like, okay, all right. So he called Gretchen, tells her not to come. You know, don't come. And never mind, he doesn't want to be bothered. She said, I told you he didn't. She said, but I done drove all this far now, so I'm coming. She said, I'm still coming. He said, okay, fine. I'll let Secret Service know. So then they show Veronica and the private eye, serial killer, whatever he is, I can't remember. He shows up at her house, and he says he got in touch with Tanner. And she's like, well, where was he? He was with his brother. He was at his brother's house. She's like, damn, you good. She's starting that flirting stuff again. Damn, you good. You know, and I said, she gets on the phone. He dials the phone, and he gets on. He said, I want you to come to my house. He told Veronica, said, this is Veronica Harrington. I would like for you to come to my house. And he's like, why? She said, I'd rather not discuss it over the phone. You know? She said, can you come over? So Tanner said he would come over because he said he have questions too. And he told his brother, Justin, you better be here when I get back. And he's begging his brother not to go over there. She's crazy, da-da-da-da. I don't know why, you know, why she want to see you, why she want to see you. And he said, look, I'm going to find out. I'm going to go over there. And he said, don't let me find out something. I'm going to come back and kill you myself. Oh, he's crazy. So as soon as he left out the door, of course, Justin jumped on the phone and called Jeffrey. And he rings the phone. He calls him 3 different times. Now, here's where Tyler Perry be messing up. I'm like, I can't take it. You know, I dissect these movies sometimes, the way they put them together. Tyler, you got us hearing him calling Jeffrey, and every time it rings one time and it goes to voicemail. It rings one time, it goes to voicemail. It rings one time. And then he's leaving messages like it's a home phone, like there's an answer machine and Jeffrey's sitting there and could hear it. Hello, Justin. Jeffrey can't hear the damn voicemail message unless he goes to it, and he's not going to it. Call me back. You know them home phones that have the answer machine and you could hear who's talking and stuff. That's what he was acting. That's how the script was written. Meanwhile, on the other end, when they show Jeffrey answering, the phone is ringing. But it's like ringing 5 times. And Jeffrey got it sitting there on the table looking at it like he crazy. And I was like, what in the hairy heck is going on? So, but that scene started with Jeffrey and Colby. They sitting there chatting and talking, and, you know, I don't know what they were talking about. Probably was nothing important. And, you know, you're hearing Justin calling, and Matt, you know, Colby, damn, who that blowing up your phone? And Jeffrey got the phone down on the table. He always putting that damn cell phone down. Put it in your shirt pocket, put it in your back pocket, put it in your front pocket. Why is it always on the damn table so somebody can snatch it? I remember one scene when Justin snatched it. Stop putting the damn phone down, Jeffrey. And so we hearing it keep ringing. I said, but on the other side, it was ringing once. On Jeffrey's side, it's ringing like 5 times. Unless Jeffrey was sitting there swiping it each time to send it to voicemail. I don't know. But I don't think that's what was happening. I think this Tyler just messed up with putting that together. But y'all can let me know that in the comment section too. Anyhow, what else? So Colby snatches up the phone and pretends to be Jeffrey. And he's like, no, don't answer. I was like, oh, God. So he pretends to be Jeffrey, and Justin is like saying, he's going to talk to your mother. He's going to talk to your mother. He beat me. He beat me. Like Jeffrey even cares. Jeffrey done moving on, all out the door. And so, and when he's saying that, Kobe's like, I'm sorry. Are you a battered wife? I was like, what's funny is, he's teasing this guy, but he has no idea that's the guy he just went to meet and hook up with, you know, the escort, who just paid him that money. So he doesn't realize that. So I'm laughing. So just in saying, who is this? Who is this? And he was like, who's this? You know, Kobe just messing with him. And so he finally hung up. I think he said, And here's Jeffrey. You shouldn't have done that. How many times? Y'all tell me, how many times? You can't even count on all your fingers how many times that line was in the script for Jeffrey. You shouldn't have done that. He says it all the time. So it was funny when Kobe said, do you say anything else other than that? He said, look, I know crazy people. And Kobe said, newsflash, I'm a crazy person. So, and you know me, so it doesn't even matter. And so Justin, he keeps calling again, and Madison is like, damn, that bitch is thirsty, you know. So that scene, I guess it was needed. It's probably building up to something else. I don't know what, but you know, we'll see. Then it goes over to Mitch and Candace, which I find this part, with all this time that Mitch and Candace have been together, all these episodes, why all of a sudden Mitch seems to be so into her. He's complimenting her. They're in the hotel room. He's sitting on the bed. Oh, your hair looks nice. Oh, this looks nice. She's like, oh, Mitch, please, you know. And I'm like, Benny right there in the bathroom could probably overhear it. Why are you messing around and talking snap, you know? Just, you being too close. Let's put it that way. You're being too close to Candace. So he complimented her. Benny comes out the bathroom. You know, they tease and make some jokes. All of a sudden, there's a knock at the door, the room door. Who's at the room door? Landon. And Candace is like, what? And Benny's like, what you want? You know, what you doing here? No, she don't want to be bothered by you, blah, 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 blah. You know, Candace is like, please, just go. Let me talk to him and stuff. Meet me downstairs. Nah, we ain't meeting you downstairs. We're going to be right here by the elevator. We're going to meet you. I'm like, Benny, stop trying to be tough guy. Oh, my God. These scripts with him trying to be tough. Every time he turn around, he getting his butt whooped. He don't... Anyway, let me shut up. Let me bring it back. Okay, I'm bringing it back. Okay, so it's Landon. And Landon said he just wanted to see how she was doing and check on her. And he said, I forgot what he said, how it got to her not feeling so well or something, you know. And he said, oh, did you take the pregnancy test? I'm sitting there going, everybody know about the damn pregnancy test. She's like, how do you know about that? And he tried to let her know. I told you there'd be reporters and stuff following you. You know, she said, well, fine. I'm glad they know. I'm glad they know. He said, did your mom call you? No. Why would she call me? Because the reporters, they were asking her, they want a story and stuff. She's like, oh my God. She said, look, I'm not going to take the test. He said, why are you not going to take the test? She said, what? You want him to come here? He sent you here? Did he send you here? He said, yeah. He said, what, to stop me from having the baby? I mean, not to have the child or something like that. And I said, wait a minute, to get rid of the baby. I said, hold up. Ain't nobody said it was a baby. She ain't take the pregnancy test. So how we got this in the script like it's already a baby? So I got thrown off with that part. So she said to get rid of the baby. And anyway, he said, she told him, I'm only talking to you, you know, because you know what I have. And she told him about the $8 million. And she asked, does he know? Talking about Charles. And he's like, nah, he don't know. She asked, did he know about the pregnancy test of the baby? He's like, no. She's like, you lying. He's like, no, he don't know. He don't know because he doesn't know. You know, and how does she... I'm just confused how everybody knows she got that pregnancy test. How her brother, everybody know. Only thing buddy I thought should know was the guy who was following her in the drugstore. Anyway, so that part was that. And then it ended with Hannah getting out. She got a lot of storage in that bathroom. Did y'all see that bathroom scene? She had a whole lot of storage up there. I need that storage in my damn bathroom. I'm telling you. Anyway, so they showed her getting ready. And she had dual sinks. That house must look awesome. So she's getting dressed. Now, what if she was nude? What if she was nude? She comes in there, putting on a shirt, and she walks in her bedroom, and Jim's lily white behind is sitting up in there with a busted arm and stuff. How'd he get in her house? I'm tired of this Tyler Perry writing these scripts where everybody has a way to get in everybody's house. It don't matter which show it is of his. Everybody could get in somewhere. Why? How? Do nobody on these shows lock their damn front door, back door, window, whatever? I don't know where they live. It's supposed to be Atlanta, right? I don't believe that. I know too many people in Atlanta because I got family there. They lock stores. Anyway, that's how it ended. But I can't wait till next week to see what's going to happen, because Hannah's telling him she going to shoot him in his head or brain or whatever, and she ain't going to miss like his son did. And oh, you got Veronica telling Veronica, what is she doing? She's trying to get Tanner to hurt Kobe, but I guess Tanner gonna tell her he just whipped my ass, or he gonna keep it to himself. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. And what else? What other scene did we see? I think it was something with Jim, but hopefully next week is better than this week. This episode was like, so, you know, I almost didn't talk about it, but it was all right. It wasn't a lot of action, you know, at least to me it wasn't. But y'all let me know down in the comments section. This your girl Barbie J saying peace.